So it is now time to start reading the story that I've written. There's not really a title, but the name of the story or whatnot. But if you want to put one, I'll probably put one in the description and also the title of the video, and it will just be Vlatgar, spelt with VLATGAR. Vlatgar. It's the name one of the characters in the story. At some point there'll be more characters in the story, and I might have a voice changing thing when I get to them, and it may sound a little ridiculous, but it's just basically showing that it's not just one main character's perspective or their own words. I don't know. This is just a story. I'm going to try my best to tell the story. I'm going to carry on writing it, and now and again I'm going to record it. I'm going to make some more images. All you're going to see right now is a meadow. I will look up more terrain options, like different type of features. Yeah, sort of feeling down, you may notice. I don't know if this audio, anyway, should be fine, and you should be able to hear. Just increase the input volume a little bit. Yes, I will make this a bit louder so it makes it a bit easier for you to turn it down instead of up in the tests. The screen I'm recording is making the quality not that good, but it's just, you're just going to see a couple images now and again, and it's just basically this is just a story just to listen to. It's not about visuals, it's not about being perfect. This channel is called the Ungolden King, Amplosaurus. Amplosaurus is a persona, dinosaur persona, because I believe their existence and so forth, and in doing so I guess I have a bit of hope that they believe in me throughout the dark times. But I'm currently going through a very difficult part of my life. Not really my fault of my own, I just started to defend boundaries, my rights to sleep, my rights to be able to be in a place where I can rest and recover. But I don't know if today will be the day I won't be able to make any more of this. But at least it's a start. And with everything, you have to start somewhere. It's never a good time to start something new. Sometimes you just gotta do it. So yes, we start. The darkened heart with light and hope of peace. Vlatgar, a young blood of a human race, a plague in the plains of many. Humans' adaptiveness making them looked like a fectus, a blob of negative and cruel. Yet within that race of people is a heart of gold, not of metal, as dwarves, but gold, resilient, godly, and humble heart. As with heart of gold, they are not so protected against leak of darkness. There is not resilient, just then they're not resistant, just resilient. To keep improving, but those who've been experienced to many triggers and dysfunction can continue those cycle for generations, leading to common tongue generational trauma. And into the scene. The manor, a 3-story building with smoking chimney in a street of couple houses that 2-story buildings instead. This place fumed with flowers and tables full of lavish decorations for a party that's about to begin. The family of 5 working towards a goal of perfection, making the cooking ready for 20 guests and tables ready outside on a patio. The mother dashing the lasagna with last bits of coriander that can be nice for some and not for others. The kitchen large with many plates, cutlery and cooking utensils, green or brown and curtains of green. The young alone in the house. Child walking around in the kitchen with some plates that just came out the oven to warm them up. This burning sensation within the hands as the towel isn't perfect and so the heat sips through. Too hot! The place is too hot, the young child said. Place them on the side of the table next to the kitchen bench so that they can be ready to be served, responded the mother. The child rushes to place the burning plates and slams them onto the table. And the goblets of glasses are moving an inch in the harsh slam. Safely, the hand cools down and the child goes back around the table to the kitchen to place hands in the cool water where bucket next to the pulley tap sink. Red pale where the hands become the touch where the cloth wasn't able to hold the heat. You should be careful placing the plates. Could you move the dish there? A large bowl of salad or green substance laid out with a nice pattern of tomatoes on top. To where you placed the warm plates. Exasperated, the mother asks. Child moves the bowl away and with pain in hand from summer heat, decides that enough, orders and decided to head off to the outside to see who would arrive first. The echo of another order to be raised again, rising in the mind, yet glee to be in the fresh air. The father finishing laying the tables and placing pads of cloth on each seat to indicate which groups and sit here and feel safe on the wooden seat. The tingling finally subsiding, and so before heading back inside to sit down, another order from the kitchen called. Could you let father know that the water jugs, made clay pottery, are ready to be placed on the tables. I feel so rushed in here. Could you come back and help, please? After explaining to father the situation of the jugs, he heads back inside. After 10 minutes of standing and being talked to without any direction or orders, the feet getting tired, ache in the mind, building with frustration of not able to go and enjoy the approaching guests. This isn't right. The bread is just too undone. We'll have to put back in the oven again. While you stand around, could you make a hot drink for me with the overhanging kettle? With that, an order, the child moved with agile accuracy, following commands to keep. Yet inside the mind, the body resentment. The body demands thee. The night drew in and was excused from the party. As guests continued to drink and become distant sounds as the child drowning in his own mind, dissociating to lands beyond these doors, beyond the doors and windows of this manor, of this home. Resting after the food from party, the room cool with wooden shutter, couple wooden cupboards and shelves with education books of society, history of old settlements and evolution of kingdoms turning to republic to empire. Basic magic books that have no meaning, children's books of drawings, breaking textbooks to help those to enjoy more visual experience, walls painted with cream, and some personal decorations of minis that are made of wood, a gift from school that's been to, and awards being awarded. Today the child was alone today. The empty walls echo the truth of no physical can feel this hole within. Yet the mind is talking, and the body and the self trying to explain without prevail. The head pumping with such vibrant like heart is in it, the breathing ragged and then shut down as the body could not cope with stress of the environment and the survival mode. A light shines in the darkness, a grey in the story. It grew. Death did not come to take this life, as hope that one day he will achieve the dream, thriving in the distant lands. Only he knew the next day the light of the fire burning around him, sounds of cracking wood, of the manor squelching in flames. There, running past drunken guests, the child passes down the stairs into the light of the dusk morning, the flames behind engulfing him, and the marks, deep, empty burns so sharp like glass blades in your heart. A corpse body of a child in ash, a house, a distant memory past. That body can remember the hurt, the neglect, the shame, and most importantly, pity that those who were not there to protect even the close to home made this shell of a child to reparent and build from the ground up. In Elvenquin, a tree-grown landscape from oak to birch to maple and on leaves of green, lime and emeralds on top of a hill, sitting with a backpack and some adventuring gear sat Vlatgar, leveling up his abilities and continuing to bear the lingering pain that keeps licking its wounds within. I hope you enjoy the prologue. And the next part could be prologue part 2. But it also could be chapter 1. We'll see. But if that's all you got, and that's all that comes out, at least I've given what I could. Thank you. Dino Heart. Ungolden King. Apollosaurus. Goodbye.